going on? What's going on? We're joining you live from the truck. Gonna wait for some people to get up in here, man. Got some things to talk about. Got some things to talk about. Share me out when you come in. Anthony, what's going on? What up, what up, what up? Rashawn, what's up, man? Yo, I didn't want to do this video. Wanted to do this video in my truck, but it looked like I'm picking up some bad connection. Probably got to go in the house. So what's going on with everybody, man? We're just here chilling, man. Yeah. I know who he is. Yeah, man, respect. Yeah, me and my son was just chilling, getting something to eat. Matter of fact, that's a topic that I'm gonna talk about today. That's a topic I'm gonna talk about today, man. Is making some time for your kids and stuff like that. Let me go in the house get me some good signal. This signal right here is not working, Not working. Open the door.
Can you take me?
Open the door. Yeah, but what's going on with y'all, man? What's going on? Yeah, tonight I want to talk about in trucking, man. We do a lot of hours and stuff like that, right? We do a lot of hours. And one thing I want to talk about is that kids, when you got kids, they don't care how much hours you do. They don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? So whatever you do, the work is not going anywhere. You try to cut out some time. Make some time for your little ones, because they don't stay young forever. And the older they get, the less they're gonna want to spend time with you. You know what I mean? So make some time for them, cut out some time for them. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But yo, this type of, especially us food service drivers, man. Just because we're not over the road and just because we're home every day, one thing a lot of people don't talk about, they don't talk about the amount of hours that we work. You know what I mean? Food service drivers, we work a lot of hours, yo. You know, Monday I did a 14-hour route. Well, the route was not designed to be a 14-hour route, but I had a couple of obstacles that led it up to being a 14-hour route. Like I went to deliver at this one stop, and some guys was delivering furniture. They was tying up the dock. That was the obstacle right there. Traffic, you know, and just bad timing on the paper. Like sometimes they give you routes, and let's just say on paper they give you a route with time. Like they give you like that, how much time it should take you to do a stop, right? And sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not, because they don't take in consideration, like when you get to your first stop, you have to do a lot of digging because a lot of these pallets are mixed up. Because you got to understand, if you have a route where you have 800 cases and 20 stops, these things is not coming palletized. So you have to do a lot of digging, and especially your first couple of stops when you have no room on the truck, 16 pallets, everything loaded. It's gonna be really. You wanna see me doing something? Huh? Huh? It's gonna be 16 pallets, everything loaded. Right now. I probably gotta okay. I'll get out. I'll get out. You wanna make all that noise? Yeah, y'all don't get no beagles, man. Do not get a beagle. I'm warning you. Yeah. I'm not going nowhere. You hear me? Ask your mom. What's wrong? Yeah, but I was saying, what I was saying? Probably got interrupted. Yeah, what I'm saying, okay, so for instance, my route, like on paper, it have me leaving like stop 1 at 6 a.m. Then they have me reaching stop 2 at 6:02 a.m. So it's a lot of things that they put on paper that just does not add up, and it don't make no sense. But we got to keep on working. Usually a lot of guys got to work through their break, because on each route that you get a 30-minute break. But realistically, let's just say you run a 12-hour route. Like we do so much digging that the 30-minute break that they give us is to try to catch back up. What you're not supposed to work on your break. Let me get that out there. You're supposed to take a break on your break. But let's just be honest. I don't know one food service driver that takes a break on their break. You know what I mean? Truck money, what's going on? I've been doing this a long time, and nobody takes a break on our break. You know what I mean? So we work a lot of hours, y'all. You know what I mean? And all the guys that come in early and put in hours, those are usually the guys that is not gonna get help, right? And don't expect help. If you're a good driver, you roll heavy, you roll early, don't expect help, right? Because it's just not gonna happen. They usually give the help to the guys that come in later, and the guys that do like the little 200-300 cases and stuff like that, they give the help to the guys that come in and do their little 8 hour for the day because they're driving around the corner to deliver 200-300 cases. So they want their 8 hour day to turn into a 7 hour day. And those are the guys that usually tells people that food service is easy. And those are the guys that usually tell people that there's no money in food service, because if you're weak, you're not going to make no money. And if you're satisfied with getting by, then you're not going to make no money. You know what I mean? And some guys, they're just satisfied with just showing up. You know, some guys, they don't want to take on the responsibility of having no route. Some guys, they don't want to push no more than 400 cases, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Everybody can roll out heavy. You know, you need somebody to come in late, do the late stops, so they can stay and do the stops that don't open till 2. You know, we got U.S. Food in the building. The stops that don't open till 3. There's work here for everybody. You know what I mean? But my point is, man, the topic of the day is don't get lost. Don't get lost in the sauce of just working. Carve out some way, carve out some time for your family. You know what I mean? Carve out some way, carve out some time for your kids. Even if it's one night out the week, make it like a movie night or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're making money, but you know, we working a lot of hours, man. We definitely working a lot of hours. Shit, we might put in more hours than some of the guys over the road. We might put in more hours actually working than the guys that are just driving over the road, because a lot of guys over the road, they're driving what, 9 to 11 hours a day. That we putting in the least amount of hours a food service driver is gonna put in is about 12 hours for the day. Like, you rarely hear guys working 10 hours or under. You know, you rarely hear of those guys, man. And usually, when you hear of guys like that, it's usually guys that have like easy routes. They have a lot of pallet drops. If you're on chain account, you can probably, if you're on chain account, you can probably deliver 1,000 to 1,400 cases a day. You can probably deliver that in under 12 hours. Chain account guys, they work faster than we do because they don't have to do the digging and the stuff that we do. You know what I mean? So they get by way quicker than we do. We work. It's a lot more tedious. That's why I'm ready to get out of it. I'm ready to get back to chain. Even if I got to make some change, I'm ready to get back on chain. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired of the mom and pop stuff, man. I'm tired of putting in all these hours and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm just ready to kick it back, turn it down a little bit. Okay. What you talking? Yeah. No. You know what I mean? You tell him to pass my charger. Pass the charger. We got good manners in our building. Got 12 to 15 hours a day, easy. 12 hours a good day. Cisco Sap in the building, what's going on? 17 stops, 700 cases, that's what's up, yo. Talking about Cisco, let me talk about Cisco for a second, yo. Rushan, listen up. Because anybody that's thinking about getting in food service, listen up. Cisco, I'm talking about the Cisco in Palm Beach, Rivera Beach, right? I want y'all to pay close attention, right? Pay real close attention. In March, towards the end of March, if you're ever thinking about getting on with Cisco, that might be a good time to get on, right? It's gonna be some big changes over there, man. Trust me, and I know it's gonna be good for those guys. So shout out to those guys because their contract is coming up, right? And you guys know those guys are union, and they've been stuck on this crazy contract for the past 5 years. I think they've been getting what, either $25 or $28 an hour for the past 5 years. So I know they're not going to sign a more 5-year contract. I don't know for sure, but I don't think they're going to do that. That don't make no sense. And I know they're going after some money, right? I know they're going at. I don't know how much they're going after, but if I was those guys that work over there, man, I'll be telling my union, yo, we don't want nothing under $35, man. Those guys, they need to stand up over there. They work hard, you know. I see them all the time, good guys. You know, they do what they gotta do, man. So they should demand the best. Like you say, you the number one company, yo. Treat the guys the best. You know what I mean? You the biggest, you the big dogs in the business. Why y'all shouldn't have the biggest pay? Like, you know, there's no way nobody else should be outpaying you guys, right? Drivers should be knocking on the door to want to work for Cisco, but it's not like that. You know, like drivers rather work elsewhere because everywhere else is paying better right now. Down here in Florida, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about all over the place. Oh, Cisco, they're gonna open that plant in August. That's what's up, bro. So shout out to the Cisco drivers, all the union drivers, the non-union drivers, you know. Shout out to everybody out there, man, that's doing their thing in food service. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Domino's drivers up in the building. Hey, you working tonight, truck money? Shout out to the all the pizza delivery guys. You know, guys that work at Blue Line, guys that work for Domino's, guys that work for Papa John's. You know, all the food service drivers, man. Anybody that live down south, man, I see this company is really growing. I want to talk about this company for a second. I see them really growing. It's a drop and hook company. They got grocery stores popping up all over Florida. And the name of this company is Sharp Transportation. And they deliver to Aldi's. So, you know, if you're interested in drop and hooking, I see those guys out there, man, and they're doing their thing. You know, as far as the pay, I don't know how much they get paid. But I know a lot of guys is always interested in dropping and hooking. So, you know, that might be a good choice for you if that's what you're looking for. I know they're located in Royal Palm Beach. I'm not sure. Somebody said my pump jack still at somebody said my pump jack still in US food. What you say? My pump jack waiting for me? Hey, my pump jack days is over, bro. Oh, they got a location in Haines City. Yeah, man, I see them doing their thing. They're building up all these grocery stores all over the place. The what do you call it? The Aldi's. I've been inside of Aldi's and I do not understand what's going on in there. A lot of people say they save money in there, but I don't understand their brand. They do got fruits. They got a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. But as far as like you going up and down the aisle and try to figure out the brands, man, I don't understand what's going on. But the ladies, they say they're saving money. So hey, you need some competitive supermarkets anyway, because Publix and Walmart and those places, they got a strong hold on the market. Yo, hit the thumbs up for me so we can get some people up in here. Yeah, them people got too much of a stronghold on the market, yo, and they just doing what they want to do to us, you know. Oh, the Winn-Dixie is selling their billing to Aldi's. Did Aldi's buy the ownership of Winn-Dixie or something? I know well, let me say this. Winn-Dixie, they've been sold for years. I forgot who owned Winn-Dixie, but it's not actually, like, last time I checked, it was like CNS warehouse or some type of warehouse on Winn-Dixie. So that'd be a good look if they can all transfer over to Aldi's. Yo, Tryon, what's up, bro? Congratulations, you got the job for PFG. That's what's up, bro. Okay, that's good. That's a good look, man. They bought Winn-Dixie. Okay. They bought Winn-Dixie. That's good. So they're gonna transition over. Definitely good. Yep. Shout out to the drivers helping each other, man. Shout out to Truck Money Al helping Tryon, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody out there. I be meeting in the streets too. Um, I be meeting a lot of people in the streets, man, for real. I be all over Florida, man. I even met people up in I met people in Orlando. First time I met Truck Money Al, I was in way down in South. Damn, where was I? I met Truck Money Al in damn, not Coral Gables. Damn, what's the name of that place? It start with Coral though. It's not Coral Glades. It's not Coral Gables. It's Coral Ridge, Miami, something like that. I know it was on the in the rest area, but I'm trying to remember the name of the exact city. I think it's Coral Ridge or something. You know. Yeah, it was a Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. That Core, I think it's Core Ridge, Miami. I think because don't kid yourself. Every place in Miami got a name, right? People they just say Miami. Miami's a big place, yo. You either in Miami Shores, North Miami, South Miami, Miami Lakes, Miami Gardens. Like Miami is so big, yo. You know what I mean? I think that particular spot that we was Coral Ridge. Yo, I met so much people, yo. I met Rashawn tonight. Shout out to Rashawn, man. I met him at this pizza spot. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that's out there, man. You see, when you don't keep up the negativity, man, like you can meet people and it's actually positive energy than to some people out there that's on YouTube or TikTok, whatever they're on. I thought they made TikTok for kids when TikTok just came out. But I'm saying, like, if they meet people on the street right now, they go straight fighting because of the energy that they push and the things that they talk about and just the bad energy that comes out of their mouth. We're not on that, yo. We have 14 people in the building. 2 thumbs up. Yeah, but topic of discussion today, man, is just make sure you carve out a little time for your kids out there, man, because they don't care about your job. You know, they don't care how long, they don't care that you work 12, 13 hours. They don't care that you work 6 days, you know. They don't care. And when I say they don't care, I'm not trying to say it in a bad way. I'm just trying to tell you that they honestly don't do it on purpose, but the only thing they care about is chilling with you. You know what I mean? So even if it's to carve out 1 day, 1 or 2 days out the week, and drive down the street, drive around the way, go get a slice of pizza or something, or you can carve out some little time on Saturday and make it like a movie day. Maybe you don't gotta go to the movies. You can do it at the house. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you just gotta do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they use their jobs as an excuse all the time. Yeah, this is a hard job, but if we get if it's to the point where we can't do nothing else, like then what's the point of doing it? It's called a balance. People gotta find a balance in life, and a lot of people, they don't know how to find that balance. They just hear about the money, but they think doing this type of job is funny. It ain't nothing funny about food service. You got to learn how to balance everything. Balance your time. Balance dealing with these people calling you. Like, don't you hate it when we're trying to work? We're trying to do the job, right? And you got people that you're working with just calling you for the dumbest things, y'all. Or they'll come up with the dumbest ideas, right? Just like the other day, I had 20 stops. 20 stops. And the scanning bars. You guys know when the labels is not scanning, and for a lot of drivers, a lot of labels wasn't scanning. So we call it in because we get paid for scanning, and we report it. You know what they want us to do? They told us to for everything that's missing, we're supposed to call it in and take account of everything that's missing. So we already reported the problem. Now they want us to call in every single thing that's missing. I just sat on the phone and I was like, okay. Like we're not out here doing nothing. We just have all the time in the world to be like calling in every time for something that's missing that we explain to you guys that's not working. These are the type of brainiacs. I don't know whose idea that was, but I guarantee you, I bet money it was not the dispatcher's idea. Our dispatchers are way too smart to be even thinking about some crazy stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys something, right? Half of the time the dispatchers come at you with some crazy energy. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Let me just put it like that. They're getting these ideas from you know who. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna say no name. You guys know who. Most of you guys work with supervisors that used to be drivers. So I don't understand why they act brand new. There's nothing brand new about this. It's all about delivering the cases and customer service in a timely manner. Like, I hate when people ask me to waste time. Like, we cannot waste time. It's time sensitive. You guys already give us a paper that say we're supposed to get from this stop to the next stop. Time sensitive, and you want us to sit there and waste time? I don't waste time, man. Like, all due respect to everybody, man, but I'm not gonna waste time. And anybody that's watching this, anybody that's coming into the food service, I'm not telling you guys or asking you guys to be that type of employee. I'm just telling you, once you start wasting time on petty stuff, you're gonna be out there all day. You know what I mean? Just don't waste time. Don't waste time chit-chatting with customers. You got a lot of guys, they like to tell customers their life story. You know what I mean? A lot of guys, they come in this game and they try to go around and they make too much friends and stuff. be a little friendly, and you know, it's okay to talk to somebody for a little bit. But when you sit there and you try to make friends with every single customer, you're wasting time. You're a time waster. You know what I mean? That can backfire on you. Trust me, because when people, customers are just like a woman, right? When you sit there and you start talking to them too much, they're gonna feel entitled, right? And when people start to feel too much entitlement and they feel that you did them wrong, it's gonna backfire on you. They're gonna call in on you. They're gonna report you for pettiness. Every little thing they're gonna want to call the office. Like, stop wasting time with customers, man. I got, I see a lot of people doing it. Even guys that I train. I'm training somebody and they just start doing this, right? And I see them chit chatting with customers already. And I'm looking at these guys, I'm like, how do you make buddy? How do you make buddy with a with somebody like you just met like that, man? You know, time wasters, man. We don't train time wasters, man. We don't train people to waste time. We train people to get these kids off the truck. You know what I mean? A lot of guys be bullshitting out there, man. Told myself I wasn't gonna curse this year, but hey, I gotta let a couple go. But a lot of guys be wasting time out there. I hate bullshitters, man. That's number two. Take that back. But yeah, they get on my nerves, man. I couldn't be a supervisor, man. I could not be a supervisor because I fired too much people because I wouldn't even waste time. I wouldn't waste time, man. If I was a supervisor, like the first thing they have to train me on, like I know the game of food service, right? They have to train me. I would need like a whole year of compassion. I would have to learn how to be compassionate. I would have to learn how to like deal with guys that don't want to work. I have to learn how to deal with guys that call in late. Like I need training. I would need 6 months to a year of just training. Like train me not to fire people, right? Because I'm not even gonna waste no time, yo. Like I'll be in trouble. I'll be in the HR office every single week trying to explain to them why I fired somebody else. Cause I'm firing everybody that come to work to BS. Like I'm firing you. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm glad I live in Florida, man. Cause if I was a supervisor, hey, fire at will. I can't live in those states where I gotta explain to people why we firing people. You come to work, man. Too much people come to work to BS around and stuff like that. Too much people come to work to cry. They don't even want to try, you know. Shout out to the ladies out there, man. They don't cry. They're trying. They do this type of job and they try hard. You know, some of them make it, some of them don't. So if you got a woman that can come here and they can try to do this food service, we got a female right now that we work with. Even though she don't push cases no more, but I seen her work. She worked really good. She works in the yard now. Like if I see her, I work with her. Me and her went out together. I see her move. I see her scan. I seen her deal with customers. I seen her do every little thing that a grown man would be crying about. You know what I mean? And she told me, hey, she want to work in the yard because, you know, she just can't handle too much cases. I respect that coming from a woman. I know she can handle it. I seen her handle it. But I'm not feeling her body. She feeling it in her body. But I physically see her doing it. You know what I mean? And I know she can handle it. And I'll accept that from a woman. I'm not accepting that from no man. You know? Like, you want to cry like this, don't come over here. Go, if you want to cry, don't come to Cheney. Don't come to PFG. Don't come to Cheney. You can go to, don't go to Cisco. If you're a crybaby, do not go to Cisco. You can go to US Food, you know. US Food, they like the little crybabies. You can go to Truck money, help me out, man. Where could they go? You can go to you can probably go to GFS. They let them pat you on the back. You can go to McLean and tell them you just want to stay on the extra board. Can't go to Cisco with that, man. Cisco, they don't play over there. You know, they do not play. Straight working, y'all. Straight working. We got True official up in the building, studying for his combination. Shout out to everybody that's in the process of trying to get your CDL, trying to make things better that you got going on right now. You know, I'm disconnected from the CDL world. I don't know if there's any new rules. I don't know how they do the CDL test no more. None of that. So that's a question that if somebody asked me anything about CDL right now, I wouldn't even know how to answer it. Like, and I guarantee you, like when people have their CDL for like 5 years or more, they're just disconnect from the way how it is. So anybody out there that's trying to get it, the only advice I can give you is stay locked in, study, and hurry up and get it, and come over here, man. Come to this world. You know, so much different things that you can do. You know, flatbed, over the road, fuel hauling, like name it. There's so much different avenues, so much different roads that you can go down, right? The reason we chose food service yeah, hey, hey, Cisco Sap, let me ask you a question, right? Don't you hate, this is what I hate, right? If you're gonna give me some food, if you're a customer, you wanna give me some food, tell your people to start cooking it once I come in, ask me what I want, and y'all start cooking it and get it ready. Like, don't ask me for food when I'm done. I'm not that type of driver. Like, I don't want it. I'm not gonna wait. I don't wanna wait 5 minutes. I don't wanna wait I'm not waiting 10 minutes. I'm not waiting 2 minutes for food. You can keep your food, man. You know what I mean? I gotta go. I gots to go. And that's gonna separate you from making $120,000, $130,000 a year from the guys that's making 80,000. And you gotta have that go mentality. You gotta have that get it off the truck mentality. You know what I'm saying? You can't have the little go to your first stop. Hey, hey, who you think? Hey, there's literally some drivers. Some driver, they'll be at their first stop, right? And they'll literally be like this. Hey, who you think gonna win the Super Bowl, man? And they been chit chatting. Yeah, man, I like Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? And blah blah blah. Yo, I literally be moving when I'm talking. You know what I mean? And customer asks me, who you think gonna win the Super Bowl? I'm running out while I'm answering the question. I'm like, Eagles, gotta go out of here. Boom. You know what I mean? Like to sit there and you gotta understand, like a lot of these guys, a lot of these restaurants early in the morning, they really don't have nothing to do. You know what I mean? They really don't have nothing to do. Shout out to them. Nothing against them. But it's just a difference from it's a different way you gotta move or running a little baby route than running a big boy route. You know what I mean? Do you want to be stuck in you could be stuck in the pre-K of food service, or you can come on the big boy side where your tax bracket gonna start hitting the 24, 25%. You know what I mean? When you're making money and you're scratching your head trying to figure out what business you're gonna open because you're making too much money. That's game right there. Y'all write that down because that went over a lot of y'all heads. You know what I mean? That went over a lot of people's heads. Right? When you're making a lot of money, you need a business. That's all I'm gonna say to y'all. Y'all figure the rest out, y'all. You know what I mean? Figure out the rest. But that's the difference, man. A lot of people waste time. Oh, that child support, that child support, that child support hit food service drivers different, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to my all my homies, on that child support and food service. It that child support, man. I wish they can do something about that because some of the money that shout out to these women, a lot of them they doing a good job taking care of these kids. But let's be honest, like some of the money that they're getting is not going straight to the kid, and the kid don't need all that much money to survive, right? And a lot of these women, man, they wouldn't even give like the man. I heard them talking about this the other day, but I think it was a rumor. I didn't fact check this. I heard they talking about like the guys that's paying child support is now gonna have the right to fight for the kids, but I heard that's just a rumor. I heard that's not true. But that's how it should be, man. If you take care of your kid, like why not why you're not able to like file for them at the end of the year? That to me that's just greediness. You know what I mean? $1,000 a month, child support. Cisco SAP, that's one child or two child. You know what I mean? Shout out to my people, man. They never put me on child support. That's great. We was able to work it out outside the court. Okay, that's two kids. That's not terrible. Yeah, that's two kids right there. 12,000 a month. I mean 12,000 a year. For two kids, that's not terrible though. You know? It sounds like a lot, but it's really not terrible. 250 a week, you know. Uh 250 a week for two kids. If you think about it, that's fair because 250 a week. Hold on. Let me rethink what I'm saying. First of all, let me ask you, if you don't mind, how old are the kids? $500 a month for each kid. All right. Okay, so if it was if he have any kids in daycare, daycare is expensive nowadays, man. Some daycares you're looking at about 280, $300 a week now. I'm disconnected from daycare too. I'm just telling you what I hear, right? Some daycare is expensive. You got school. You got school. Kids got to eat every day. I got mines. I see how much they eat. So you factor in like it's not terrible. You know what I mean? And 800, two kids, $700 to $1,000 a month is fair. It's more. It should be more closer to the. It should be closer to the 700 mark, because one thing I know about fathers is that you know just because you're paying child support, when you pick up your kids, when your kids are spending time with you, when they want something, I know no fathers is gonna be like, oh, I'm paying child support, so I'm not getting you that. You know what I mean? Let's just say you have your kid for the weekend, right? And you got other kids that you live with. Let's say for the sake of argument, you go to McDonald's, right? And a lot of people ain't going to McDonald's. I'm just trying to make a point. You go to McDonald's and you ordering something for the kid that you live with, right? And then the kid that don't live with you that you paying child support for, you're like, hey dad, can I get a number one? You look at that kid like, hell no, I'm paying $1,000 a month on child support for you. You crazy? No dads is like that. So realistically, like majority of fathers that's on child support is spending way more than what they're technically paying child support for, right? Because I know, especially dads, if you with your son, right, and you go out to the mall or something, and you buy, let's just say you buy yourself some sneakers, some nice sneakers. Your other kids, they got some nice shoes, and you see your son that you're paying like $600-700 a month child support. You see him and you look at his feet, and he got some bull crap on. Yo, you gonna buy your son some nice shoes. That's just how fathers is. So child support, it just don't stop at child support. You know, dads do a lot. Good dads, because some guys out there literally don't do nothing else. Like with good dads, it just doesn't stop at child support. So I really think the fathers that's paying child support should be able to file for their kids. They shouldn't give the woman just a double whammy like that. You know, that's definitely taking advantage. That's definitely over the top, and that's crazy. You know what I mean? But I heard Trump was trying to change that. I don't know how true that is. You know? And that's why a lot of people dislike Trump and a lot of people like him. Because he some of the rules that he changing is like a lot of them make sense, you know, but then there's a lot of things that people are like against, you know. But I really think that I really wish they'll help out the guys that's paying child support, like give them the ability to offset their income by filing for the kids that they're paying child support for every month. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand, like a lot of these women, especially if they didn't make a lot of money for the year, they're able to get all that earned income for a kid that the man been providing every single thing for. The woman is getting like double dipping. You know what I mean? It's crazy, yo. So shout out to all the guys that's paying child support, man, that work hard. I know it's tough, but hold your head up, man, and all the young guys out there, man, that's coming up, doing your thing. Hey, strap it up, man. The same woman that's looking in your eyes today and telling you that they love you and stuff like that can change on you like like the weather, like chameleon. You know what I mean? Like young guys, strap it up, man. Don't be in a rush to have kids. Cause you never know how you're gonna end up, man. A lot of y'all gonna be struggling paying that child support, man. You know what I mean? So especially when they start hitting back pay, strap it up, man. Protect yourself. Try to build up your little empire. Try to save your money. You know what I mean? A lot of guys, man, that's out there that's coming up in the game, man, in food service, trucking. Like you working so hard and trying to make something out your life. You know, maybe school didn't work out for you, so you're trying the trucking thing. Save some of your money, man. A lot of young guys, man, they try so hard to flex on women and they spending all type of money on women and they forget to save a little bit of money. Save a little bit of money for yourself, man, and take care of yourself, man. Do what you got to do to get out your mom's house. You know, you got guys out there, man. They'll buy a female a car, and they'll buy a female a car, and they're going home opening their mama house. Like that is so backwards. Like save your money, get your place, and do things the right way. You know what I mean? And fellas out there, man, try to young fellas, make sure you get a woman that believes in 50-50 or It could even be 60-40, 50-50 or 60-40. But if you're in a situation that it's going to be like 80-20 or 90-10, or you're doing 100%, you're not doing nothing, you're going to have a rough life, Rough, terrible life. Like you're going to be full of gray hair by the time you turn 23, 24 years old. Trying to work hard for somebody that's just chilling. Soon you go to work, they go out, they do what they want. You come home, you got to stop to get something to eat and stuff like that because you're trying to impress somebody. Like, nah, don't be doing it like that. We got 11 people up in the building. Appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, man. So, to wrap it up, the topic of the discussion tonight, and we're gonna be going live more often, man. We're gonna crank it up this year. Last year I kind of toned it down. I tuned it down a lot last year, but this year we're gonna be cranking it up again. We still at Cheney. We're not going nowhere, at least not right now, because there's nothing wrong here where I'm at, man. There's no competition, right? Let me stop. The only job I would leave Cheney for, where I live, is Walmart. I go to Walmart, but Walmart is never hiring, never. Like they're never hiring, yo. You got to get in with Swift. I don't want to work for Swift, and they don't pay what Walmart pay. Costco is coming. That might be a good situation right there when they come. Because it's just dropping hooking, so that might be something. I leave food service for. I would leave food service for Costco because it's a good company. You're not touching cases no more, But the situation got to be right. And when I say the situation got to be right, like a lot of things got to be paid off because it's going to be a big pay cut. But other than that, I don't see myself leaving no time soon. That's where it's at. And PFG took us over, and I don't know what's gonna happen right now, man. Nobody knows, man. Like people be asking me, like, what's the changes since PFG took over? I don't know. We're still doing the same old Cheney thing, man. I have no idea what's going on. I just go to work and do my job. The only thing that happened, guys, is we're able to buy PFG stocks. That's the only changes that happened so far. They make us sign paper here or there. We don't have the insurance yet. I don't see our name on their website. When you go to their website, you see all their companies' name, like Cormark, Vistar, all their companies' names. Like I don't see our name yet, so I have no idea what's going on with the takeover. Everything's status quo. The job is still good, but we'll see, man. But most definitely, like I'm the type of person that always leave my options open. Like I never get like caught up into like back in the day, like people they used to be like they'll work with the same company for like 30, 40 years. What does that prove? Like, what does that prove? You know what I mean? Yeah, if I'm with a good company, I'm staying there. Like, it ain't no pressure. I'm not in a rush to leave, but you got to understand, like, if you're in a good situation and a better situation come in front of your face, you'd be a fool not to see what's going on. At least go try to find out what's going on. You know what I mean? Now, I don't want the fellas to misinterpret what I'm saying, to blame me for what they're about to do. Don't use this ain't no woman situation. So if you get caught doing something crazy, don't tell your wife or your girlfriend that I told y'all to check out the other situation. I don't mean that. I'm talking about career purpose, career choices, right? Leave your options open to see what's going on out there. You know what I mean? Because you never know until you know, right? You never know till you sit down and you talk to people and see what they got going on over there. You know what I mean? You have to leave your options open. I know what's going on over at Cisco in my area. I know what's going on in US Food. I know what's going on in most of the companies. Because why? I want to know. You know what I mean? Because if something pops up that's going on better and it sounds right and it sounds like it can make sense, hey, why not? Just like football, man. Like, all football players leave their options open. Well, not really, because they're technically on the contract. But I'm gonna give you an example. Russell Wilson, right? He's on the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? His former coach just took a job at the Raiders. So what would be the perfect thing to do for Russell Wilson to go play for his former coach while they bring in a new quarterback, and he can play out the remainder of his career with his former coach while he bring that quarterback along? That'd be a perfect situation. That's a perfect example of leaving your options open. You know what I mean? So, like, if you guys was to leave your job and go check out something else, all you gotta do is leave on a good notice. You're not doing nothing wrong. You're free. We are free to make moves. We are free to make changes, man. You know what I mean? Like, don't be scared to make a change, guys. Sometimes you gotta forget about the old and go with the new. You know? The one thing you can control in the CDL world, in the world of trucking, control your CDL by keeping it clean, and control the choices that you make when you take a job, man. They're interviewing you, interview them. Like, ask all the necessary questions in the interview, right? A lot of times people, they just make a bad choice because they're going by somebody else. They just making bad judgment. They're getting jobs because it's close to their house, right? Like, do your own interview, do your own research, right? Talk to people out there, talk to drivers, communicate. You know what I mean? Try to see what's going on out there. You pull up on the driver, be like, hey, what's going on over there? Talk to people, man. But we gonna wrap it up. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Nice crowd up in the building today. Appreciate everybody for checking in, man. We definitely gonna be back on Friday at about the same time, about 6 o'clock. So see y'all then, man. Y'all be easy.